What's up, YouTube? Unseen here with another Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. This is against Dan again. And you'll probably remember this team if you watched my first video. This is pretty much the exact same team that Dan used. I switched mine up a little. It's still rain based, but I added Serperior and Skarmory and Gastrodon. And actually, I think Vaporeon too. Yeah, I pretty much changed the entire team. Dan only changed Fortress. So let me start this up. So I lead my Serperior because he has Contrary as his ability. And that makes it so anything that would give you negative stats is positive instead. And this is perfect with Leaf Storm. So he brings out his Fortress, which I wanted him to do, because there's really nothing he can do to hurt me. So I set up a sub right away, just in case he has Bug Bite. I'm not sure about this guy's moveset. And he goes for Toxic Spikes. And I really could care less about that, because I don't really plan on switching out this battle, because I'm pretty confident my Serperior can just take out his whole team. So Fortress is out, and it's just way too easy for me right now because I can just set up my Leaf Storm. So after the first one, doesn't do that much damage, and now I'm +2 special attack. And he wants to break my sub now, knowing, that I'm going to try to sweep him right away. And he doesn't do enough damage to take out my sub in one hit, so he has to use 2 Gyro Balls to take out 1 sub. So I know that no matter what, I can set up on him, because if he takes out my sub, I can just set up a new one anyway. I can use Giga Drain to get my health back. So I use another Leaf Storm. And I'm +2 now, and after this one, I'm going to be +4. And you can see that does a lot more damage. So, I mean, the damage on this guy, when you have the Contrary, adds up really, really fast. So, yeah, he uses Gyro Ball again and breaks my sub. And I knew that was going to happen. So, this turn, I'm going to set up another sub. Just because I really don't want to be taking any hits right now. I want to make sure I can set up, and after that I'm not really worried about taking hits as much. So yeah, he goes for Gyro Ball again, and I'm just going to go for one more Leaf Storm, I think, just so I can be +6, because I can pretty much sweep his entire team from there. So I have to wait for all lefties and everything. And yeah, I do go for one more Leaf Storm. And at +4, I'm able to take out the rest of his health. And that is a crit. I really doubt that mattered. If it did, it really wouldn't have changed anything anyway. I could use Giga Drain to get my health back, so whatever. Yeah, so Fortress is down, and what does he do? Now he brings in Jolteon. And he is going to use Volt Switch to break my sub, and he's going to switch into someone else on his team. And I can't remember exactly who it is at the moment. But I'm just going to go for Giga Drain. I'm pretty sure. I'm +6. Oh yeah, he goes into his Dragonite. That's what he does. Okay. Yeah, so his Dragonite is out. And it has multi-scale. So I use Giga Drain, and I break the scale, which is good because now I can actually start doing a lot of damage to him. And I'm going to go for Leaf Storm, even though I don't have full health, because I just want to take this out, well, after my sub anyway. So he goes for Hurricane, and he misses it because he doesn't have the rain up. This Dragonite is based in the rain, and he didn't set the rain up yet, so it sort of fucked him over right here. If he did have the rain up, it would have been a lot harder for me. So yeah, but anyway, so now I go for Leaf Storm, knowing that his scale is broken, so I can do a lot more damage. But this thing is really, really bulky. Because, I mean, that's a +6 Leaf Storm. And I got Stab, and I have, I have max special attack on this guy, too. So, I mean, that is bulky. I mean, I know it's 4 times not very effective, but still. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure I just go for Giga Drain to finish him off so I can get a little bit more health back. Because I know that he's probably just going to break my subs anyway if I set them up. So I don't feel like wasting any time doing that. Okay, so now he's going to bring out Lapras. And if you guys remember from the first video, it really doesn't have that much attack without setting up, and you're going to see this once again right here, because he uses Ice Shard, super effective, and Stab, and look how much damage this does. That's like I don't know, that's not even like half. My sub took just about as much health from me as his super effective Ice Shard. So, yeah, I set up my sub, and I know Lapras is pretty bulky, and I just, you know, really just want to try to get my health back, or at least as much as possible, so I go for Giga Drain right now. And I figured he was just going to use Ice Shard to break my sub anyway. But yeah, so I use Giga Drain, and I get all my HP back. And I mean, Lapras is pretty bulky, but it still cannot survive a +6 Giga Drain from max special attack Serperior. This thing is amazing. And it really is just overkill with Contrary. That is a ridiculous ability. So yeah, it brings in Feraligatr now, and this is just another easy one-hit KO for me. I know I can outspeed it, and I know I can one-shot it. Especially since I one-shotted the Lapras. I know this guy is not anywhere near as good at defending as Lapras would be. So, yeah, that's... How many guys? I think he's down to 2 guys now. And he brings in his Jolteon. This guy fucks me over right here, because he uses T-Wave. And if I have the worst luck in the game, like I said before, and I mean, right here it sort of shows. So I set up a sub, and he switches out into his Politoed after this. So yeah, he goes into Politoed right now, and I use Giga Drain, but that doesn't really matter because I get paralyzed. So yeah, then he goes for Ice Beam, and this turn I go for Giga Drain again, but knowing my luck, I get paralyzed again. Yeah. So he goes for another Ice Beam after this, and it does pretty decent damage. I thought it'd do more. I guess he's more of a bulky Politoed than a special attacking Politoed, because it actually really didn't do that much. But finally get my attack off. I use Giga Drain, take him out in one hit, and get all my HP back. So now, Dan is down to just his Jolteon. And the hacks just want to fuck me over more from here. And you'll see why in a second. So he brings out Jolteon, uses Thunder, and it actually does a good amount of damage, especially for being not very effective. Like, that did just about as much as a super effective Ice Beam from Politoed. But yeah, I get paralyzed again. So, guess what he's gonna do? He's gonna use a Thunderbolt again. Actually, he did that much damage because he's a Choice Specs, I just remembered, that's why. And then I use that to win the game, actually, without losing anybody. So yeah, he does another Thunder. I'm paralyzed again, and I'm just thinking, you know, I could easily win this battle without losing one guy. So I don't want my Serperior to die. So I just switch him out, and I bring in Gastrodon because he is ground, so he resists, or doesn't even actually get affected by Thunder. So yeah, he does that, nothing happens, and from here I just use Mud Bomb, and I almost one-shot him. So he obviously is not really invested in HP or defense, because Gastrodon really isn't that good at using special attacks. I mean, I think mine's like 311. I'm pretty sure that might be maxed out though. I think I'm special attack and HP on Gastrodon. So yeah, all he can use is Thunder, because he's Specs. There's nothing else he even can do at all right now. So I use Surf and finish the Jolteon off, and that is the game. Now, if you guys have any suggestions that you want me to do, I want to start doing mono-type battles. If you guys are interested in that, I know one of my friends challenged me to an all-normal battle, so that should be maybe in the next week. I'll have that, and hopefully have another battle for you guys later today. So thanks everyone for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.